Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to our fitness video. Today, I would like to do a little stretching in the beginning, and then we're going to proceed with some strengthening exercises for the upper body. We're going to do things mostly standing, so you guys don't need any mats or anything like that. As far as the props go, you do need a few things. Just maybe one thing, actually. I'm going to use a jump rope. Oh, not for jumping now. I'm going to use it just as a pulley to hold it in my arms to work the upper body. Instead of the jump rope, you can use a folding towel or a scarf or things like that. Or if you want to, you can use some light weights. Just watch for the alignment as you use free weights. So for starters, I would like you guys to stay seated for now. A quick warm-up. We're gonna stay seated on a chair of your choice, not on a soft couch. We're gonna release the shoulders. We're gonna lengthen your spines. And we're gonna try to bring the breastbone forward, bringing your shoulder blades out at the same time. So we're gonna try to achieve the flatness in your upper back. We're gonna also try to achieve the maximum of the muscle engagement in your torso. Definitely don't forget to breathe throughout the whole thing, whatever we're gonna do. Do try to have your inhale and your exhale equalized in time. And if it feels like you need to take a break, you need to take a break. So make sure you stay hydrated and enjoy yourself. So let's begin. The first exercise we're gonna do today is from Pilates, and it's called the dumb waiter. So I think it's called the waiter because I don't even know why it's called the dumb. The waiter is because the position of the arms here is such as the waiters have as they carry out heavy dishes. So that's what it's gonna be like. We're all gonna stand up and assume the position. As you guys standing up, we're gonna separate your clavicles, relax the shoulders, and pull them slightly away from your ears. Standing on both feet, distributing the weight evenly, just like we usually do. So lengthen up through the spine and try to bring your rib cages a little more down towards your hips. Now, this exercise has a lot to do with the arms, in the positioning of the arms. So let's get it right from the beginning. You're gonna turn your palms forward, turn your whole arm forward from the shoulder, turn your arm out, I should say, yeah? That's gonna elongate the line from the clavicle towards the shoulder bone, and that's what we're after now. Then you guys gonna bend the elbows, lifting your forearms. So your forearms are parallel to the floor. That is important. So the angle in your elbow is gonna be 90 degrees, yeah? Now, the third very important thing, I would say it's probably the first because that's the whole point of the exercise. Your upper arm and your elbow will be connected to your torso throughout the whole thing we do. And the whole thing is going to go like that. So once we got ourselves aligned, parallel to the floor and parallel to each other, your arms. And then we go. We're going to take a breath in. And we're gonna exhale. We're gonna do it 8 times. And as you guys exploring your own range of motion, because every one of us will have slightly different range of motion in the forearms. So as the whole thing is happening, things to pay attention to are as follows. Your forearm is moving freely from the elbow, but your upper arm and your elbow, they're not moving anywhere. They're glued to your torso, and that is important. So as you're moving your arms, I think I did a little more than 8, but it feels good, so I'm gonna just keep going and keep talking. So as you guys moving your arms, your bicep and your deltoid, and maybe some of your back muscles gonna feel the work. And it's just a warm-up, right? And as we're finishing this whole thing up, we're just gonna release the arms. As we try to kind of relax it a little bit, we're gonna bend the knees, drop the heads, go down. And as you breathe, and we're gonna come up. So right now, also, I would like you guys to connect your belly button to your spine without negating your lower back curve. So just to refresh, the lower back and the neck curve must stay in place as you're lengthening the spine, scooping the belly buttons up, pulling the ribs down, and connecting your front muscles to your spine. And right now, let's forget the arms for a second. Actually, let's put your hands on your hips if it's better. Separating your feet again, placing them underneath your hip bones. So right now, we're gonna do this. You're gonna shift your weight onto your right leg and go knee up, placing your foot right down where it was, 4 times. And we're gonna shift onto the other side. So just notice, as I shift, it's like I'm taking a step to the side. I'm not leaning my torso to the side. I'm taking my spine over the standing leg. And knee, gonna step on the cat. And then again, we're gonna shift the weight on your right leg. Now we're gonna make it a little bit more demanding. So now instead of putting your foot down, you're not even gonna touch the floor. You're gonna go up, not to touch the floor, up, not to touch the floor, up, not to touch the floor, up, not to touch the floor. And going on the other side, up, not to touch the floor, up, not to touch the floor. Is it hard? Yeah, not to touch the floor must be. If you need to, you can just tap on the floor just to know it's there. But I guarantee it's there, you're standing on it. So if it feels like it's a little too hard, try to elongate the spine a little bit more and do slow it down if you must. Also, if you really have to, if you're unsure of your balance, hold on to some kind of surface. Now I have my favorite African chair here. I call it my African chair. So I'm gonna just put my hand here, and since I'm not sure of my balance, let's imagine that situation, I'm just gonna go with the flow, trying not to put my foot down, yeah? Trying to have my body really tall, trying to have my back engaged so it helps me to maintain my balance. And so that actually worked the legs. Also, I hope it worked your stomach muscles as well, because every time you lift your thigh, you want to engage your stomach a lot. And we did talk about it in our previous workouts. So at this moment, I'm going to turn in a profile to you to show you the next exercise. And the next one will be like that. I'm going to shift my weight to the side and bring the other leg out. Again, I'm going to go only 4 times with that. So how far out the leg is going to go? I have to say not very far, because human hip cannot go this way too far. So just kind of assess how far your body is allowing you to go and go with it. The idea is you want to work the outer thigh of your body and the glute, the butt muscle. So let's do it. And stepping on the other leg, and you're going to go out, and out, and out, and out. So the situation here is exactly the same as it was before. If you guys are unsure of your balance, make sure you're holding onto something, and as the leg moves, do not put it down on the floor. Just try to challenge yourself. Try to see how much stability you can achieve without this other leg. Right now, I would like to incorporate the upper body into our workout as well. So first thing first, I'm not going to use the props yet. I'm just going to imagine that I have props in my arms. And I'm going to use the imaginary weights. So I'm stepping on my right leg, and here I go. Knee, bend the elbows. Knee, bend the elbows. I'm not even touching the floor at the moment. So see if you guys can do the same thing as well. 4 and 4 on both sides. And knee. And do remember that every time the knee comes up, your stomach pulls itself together towards your spinal bone. Now, I'm gonna do something else into the side. Right now, again, I'm gonna imagine like I'm holding the weights in my hands. So I'm gonna bring my arms slightly forward. And here I go. Leg goes out, arms go out. Leg goes out, arms go out. And if you wanna see me like front, that's what it's gonna look like. Arms, and arms, and arms. And we're gonna go on the other side, and arms, and arms, and arms. Now, the next thing I would like you to do is to start using our prop. So here I go with the jump rope, which is serving the different purpose right now, not the jump rope purpose. So remembering our alignment in this waiter exercise that we did a few minutes ago, I'm gonna align my body the same exact way. My shoulders all the way back, my spine is really tall, and I'm holding this little thing in my arms, I'm pulling it apart, and I'm pressing my shoulders down. So I'm gonna start with my right leg. Up, up. Again, I'm not putting my foot down, and if it feels safer for you guys just to tap on the ground, do that. Up, up. I'm constantly pulling that jump rope thing apart. That engages my upper arm and my back muscles. And now, I'm gonna stand still on both legs, slightly bending my knees, and shifting my weight forward onto the ball of my foot, lengthening the spine. And here I go, exploring the range of motion and pressing it down. So try to keep the thing pulled apart as far as you can. Now, when you start feeling, you guys, that your shoulders come up to your ears, that means it's time for you to stop moving the arms upward. And try to pull the shoulders down as your arms are heading up. So let's do it about 6 to 8 times. Take a little breather and repeat. Now, we're gonna do the same thing with the leg going to the side. And we're gonna go side, and side, and side, and side. Switching the sides, and side, and side, and side. And one more time, why not? Side, and side, side to side. So it's very important that you guys are aware of which muscles you're trying to use. As you're standing tall and performing this exercise, you really want to think of pushing the air with the outer thigh of your leg as you're extending the leg. Also, try to make the leg really straight. At the same time, try to make the torso really stable with your shoulders being on top of your hips and your spine being really tall. Now, the very last part of this series today I would like to do is working the back of your legs. So with the back of your legs comes the glute, a very strong muscle. Right now, that's the exercise I would like you to do without the arms yet. We're going to be standing on both legs, and you're going to bring the leg back, bend the knee, press, bend, press, bend, press, bend, press. So what is it that we're pressing? We're pressing the foot, the heel of the foot basically, pressing it back. You're going to bend your knee first, and the bent knee is going to be aligned with your standing leg knee. So let's watch it again. Bend the knee and press your foot away and press press. Again, if you feel unsure of the balance, hold on to something and press. Again, we're gonna do it about 4 to 6 times, switching the sides. If you're unsure, hold on to something, bend, press, and press, and press, and press. So as you guys noticed, I do not lift my leg too high. Just again, because human body is not meant really to lift the leg that high without leaning forward. And I don't really want you guys to lean forward. Our goal right now is just to strengthen the leg muscles, and that's what we do. So if you want to make it a little bit more advanced, let's not hold on to anything, and let's use our prop. So we can make it a little bit wider now. And as the leg goes back, we're going to bring the arms forward, back, and back, and back. So just keep pulling the thing apart and sending your heel back. The range of motion of the arms here is not that important, in my opinion. It's more important to give the prop a constant pull so your muscles are constantly engaged. And I guess that was it for today. So just to stretch things out, I would like you guys to sit on any kind of comfortable surface. And we're gonna cross one knee over the other. Allow the body to relax. Drop your head, drop your arms. So the blood flow is actually gonna do the trick to begin with. And we're gonna go on the other side, of course. Cross, relax. And come on. And now let's cross the ankle over the knee. Press the knee down a little bit more. And if this is enough for your hip and the other thigh, that's enough. If it's not enough, go ahead and lean forward. That feels really good to me. I think it's gonna feel good to you as well. And then we're gonna come up, switching the sides again, and going down. So still sitting, extending the arm forward. This is one of my favorite stretches. Now pull the arm a little bit more to the side, facing the front. And release. The next one. Pulling the arm to the side, keeping the shoulder down. And release. Another one which is really great is we're gonna do this one standing up. You guys gonna bring both hands back behind you, clasp the fingers in the back if you can, and pull the arms down. So just make sure that your ribs don't stick forward. If it feels good, extend the arms back. And now, one of my very favorites, separating the legs, bending the knees slightly. Just get yourself down in a forward bend. If you feel pretty good about your hamstrings, feel free to straighten the legs. Drop your hands down on the floor. See if the crown of your head can get down towards the floor. If you feel extremely adventurous right now, see if you want to shift a little more weight forward onto your hands, if your hands reach down. And slowly start coming up. And thank you so much everyone for joining me today. So have a great day, make sure you stay hydrated. Enjoy yourselves, whatever you do. Bye.